Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Utah State up-tempo. The give from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. They run the reverse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Utah State up-tempo. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
This Utah State offense has it going. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Escapes trouble. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of urgency for this offense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
The aerial assault continues. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Utah State up-tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Aggies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing a lot.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll run play action. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
The Spartans in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Foster. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're bringing heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Childs. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The Aggies are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Foster. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fires to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
On the play. Good enough for a first down.
A new set of downs after the completion. Quick completion to the right.
The screen pass on first down was complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line. Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Spartans want to move quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Spartans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Wide open downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Utah State up-tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
At the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The give on the inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Utah State up-tempo. On second down, he'll fire. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space, it's Carter. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On third down, going up top. Unloads it left. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Foster. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
He's brought down at the 28. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Power football with the run. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11.
3rd down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Childs. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Utah State.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Childs. He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
He's brought in at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a first down.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back has it. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. The Spartans brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the Spartans are on the move. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. That's caught. It's Foster. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Touchdown, Spartans! And the stomping has commenced. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. The give out of the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense in.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Carter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
Michigan State 31, Utah State 0.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the tailback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They go to the counter. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Smarty! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
2nd down coming up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Spartans are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the 23-yard line. Second down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for room, it's Carter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Third down coming up.
The Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Utah State 0.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Here's a throw downfield late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's White. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking to go up top on first down. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the done.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.